Hey everyone, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital Recap for Monday, January 25th. First off, we got Bitcoin price rises as second biggest cryptocurrency. Ether hits all-time high. So we've known for quite a while now, Ether has just been on a crazy tear the last year or so, hitting all-time highs now. Bitcoin rose more than 7.4% in the last 24 hours to trade around 34,807. Ether, the world's second biggest cryptocurrency, notched a new all-time high of $1,476 early Monday morning. After quadrupling last year, Bitcoin has had a wild start to 2021, climbing to $40,000 for the first time earlier this month, which we all know. So let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the Ethereum chart. That's just beautiful. We got COVID day over here on March 13th, roughly. So that was pretty much the bottom at that point. So you'd be looking at a 3,421% gain if you bought the bottom, but we all know that's very hard to do. But nonetheless, very good news for cryptocurrency in general. As we all know, Ethereum is normally a first mover and leads the way for the altcoins. So other coins that I see up here, we're looking at Telcoin looking great. Had a nice retrace, and now we're looking at 16% up for the day. And Uniswap, that was some other big news. Uniswap's been on an absolute tear lately. We have Uniswap price forecast. Uni DeFi darling explodes to new record high. Breakout unstoppable to 15 bucks. This is from the FX Street. It says Uni is among the most prominent market movers on Monday, swinging 30% to new all-time highs around $13.05. It says it shows an upturn in the number of new addresses, likely to keep the uptrend intact. Uniswap price went ballistic the entire week in session, trading record high after record high. The leading DeFi token is still up a whopping 31% to exchange hands at $12.83. On the upside, a record new high has been achieved at $13.05. Right now, we're pulling back a little bit. I believe we're at roughly $11.40. Let's take a look here. So Uniswap is trading at $11.28 right now. This was an airdrop coin. The Uniswap airdrop happened on September 17th, and from there, price exploded. It hit right around $8.77, I believe, before it retraced. And it was nice because that was just free money that we got for using the decentralized exchange. So anyone who used the Uniswap exchange was able to get Uni tokens, which is awesome. So I do have some other news here about another airdrop that's taking place. Switch gears here over to XRP and Flare token holders are primed for yet another airdrop. So it is a airdrop inception, a airdrop within an airdrop. It says XRP holders that are due to receive Spark tokens may be eligible for another airdrop. It says smart contract provider Flare Network announced it would airdrop its native Spark tokens to all XRP holders in December last year. Now there may be another opportunity for those who also participated in the Spark airdrop. Flare Finance, a DeFi project building on the Flare network, announced the distribution of its DAO Flare tokens, DFLR, 1 month after the Flare network goes live, and that's going to be at the end of Q2 this year. The Flare Finance team will take a snapshot of the Spark wallet. So similar process to what we did for XRP. You had to hold it on an exchange when the snapshot was taking. So now it looks like the DAO Flare will be distributed in a 1-to-1 ratio to Spark tokens held on supported exchanges and private wallets. So it says one crucial point to note here is that DAO Flare tokens will remain worthless until they are swapped into another token called Yield Flare, the native token for Flare Finance. The reason for the swap is to ensure that the tokens are only given to active participants. The final details of the DAO Flare airdrop and the subsequent swap to Yield Flare will be announced later by Flare Finance. So that's awesome. You know, we've seen this happen with Bitcoin before, where Bitcoin go ahead and forks off, and then you get free tokens just for holding Bitcoin. Same thing happened with Ethereum when the Ethereum DAO hack happened. We had Ethereum Classic, which got forked off of Ethereum. And if you guys don't know, Ethereum Classic is technically the real Ethereum. That was the first blockchain, and when they went back to go ahead and erase the hack that happened, Ethereum Classic was created. But Ethereum Classic technically is the old fork of Ethereum, which means it's the original. And so what we're using now as Ethereum is the forked version that took place after the hack. So if you guys weren't aware, that's actually what Ethereum is. Ethereum itself is a fork of the original. And so now let's move on to the next news. We have some commentary from a gentleman who was a early Bitcoin adopter. It says, an early Bitcoin investor says the best time to buy is when nobody is talking about it, and warns this isn't the first crypto bubble. And we all know I definitely agree with that statement. You definitely want to buy when no one's talking about it. Here are some bullet points. It says he started out with an initial purchase of 2.5 Bitcoins in 2013 when the token was trading around $100. The buyer, who prefers to remain anonymous, lost 16 Bitcoins in the 2014 Mt. Gox scandal, which we talked about in the last video, was started by Jed McCaleb, who actually got out of there just in time before the scandal took place. Jed McCaleb is also the creator of XLM, Stellar Lumens, and XRP Ripple. It says the ultimate time to buy Bitcoin is when no one is talking about it. You want to buy whenever there is blood on the street. Everyone's panicking and no one's talking about it, the investor, who prefers to remain anonymous, told Insider in a phone interview. So at the time, he made his initial purchase of 2.5 Bitcoins on localbitcoins.com. And at that time, the platform allowed face-to-face meetings, after which the seller would transfer the cryptocurrency on the spot via their laptop or mobile. And I remember taking place in those transactions. It says Meng Sweeney was already trading Bitcoin when it was worth $10 a coin, since speculative buying and selling was popular even then. I do remember those days. You're talking 2013, 2014. We used to have to go into Walgreens to purchase Bitcoins using the red phone that they had. And you had to say you were paying a bill, and then it would pop up in an account, and then you would transfer your coins out of Mt. Gox and then store them on your Bitcoin client. Those were the good old days. Now you can just make it so easy to buy on Coinbase and other platforms, but back then it was definitely a struggle. So I do agree with this gentleman. Please only buy when people are not talking about it. I know it's hard when the hype train is going, but right now, I mean, if you're buying Bitcoin at, let's say, $40,000 a coin, let's say it goes to $100,000, you only have the upside of roughly 100%, where a lot of these other coins, even similar to Ethereum, I think Ethereum still has plenty of room to move up since it has been following Bitcoin's trajectory. I'd say a fair value for Ethereum could be $10,000 to $20,000, especially since all of the other cryptocurrencies are built upon Ethereum. I do think there are other projects out there that people are not talking about. So I think it would be wise, and as always, this is not financial advice, but it would be wise to check out other projects that have yet to make their big move. We will be seeing a lot of those coming up in this upcoming bull run. So definitely do your own research. There are quite a few projects out there. And so if you find one, you could be seeing some of those crazy gains. I did see Aave, I believe it's AAVE is the trading ticker. My partner sent me a screenshot of that. That went up 5,000%. Was it 5,000 or 50,000? Something insane. I believe it was actually 50,000%. But like I said, there are a lot of good projects out there. I can just go through the list here and find them. As we all mentioned, Telcoin is obviously a great project in my opinion, and there are a host of others. So like I said, do your own research, find them, and get those crazy gains. Bitcoin doesn't look too appealing to me because the gains are so much more superior, as all of that capital that's been coming into Bitcoin will start trickling down into the altcoins. We see that happen every bull cycle. And so if you can find these great projects, definitely worth your time to do so. And last I have for you guys, Joe Biden freezes FinCEN's crypto wallet rulemaking. U.S. crypto regulations are under review. So it says, new U.S. President Joe Biden has frozen all agency rulemaking, including the proposal by Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, relating to cryptocurrency wallets. Biden will appoint someone to review any new or pending rules, the White House has announced. Joe Biden, who is the 46th president, has frozen all rulemaking carried over from the previous administration, the White House announced after his inauguration on Wednesday. This would include the proposal by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network affecting cryptocurrency wallets. The freeze is in order to ensure that the president's appointees or designees have the opportunity to review any new or pending rules. President Biden has frozen all agency rulemaking pending further review. This includes former Secretary Mnuchin's proposal on unhosted wallets. So that's good. As we know with the unhosted wallets, they basically want to track your unhosted wallet, meaning your Ledger or your Ledger Live software. They want to know if anybody has made a transaction off of a exchange in the amount of $3,000 or more, I believe is the dollar amount, where the exchange has to report on who made that transaction. I think it's good that it's getting frozen, and hopefully we do not have to go that route of giving up verification for our unhosted wallets. That would completely defeat the entire purpose of crypto. So with that being said, I think that will do it for today's Encrypted Capital Recap. If you guys like what you heard, please drop us a comment or a like, hit that subscribe button, and we will catch you all in the next video.